Have you ever wondered what makes comic book conventions so popular? Welcome to the intriguing world of comic book conventions, a realm where fantasy meets reality, where superheroes and villains come to life, and where fans unite under the banner of shared passions. Born from humble beginnings, these conventions have blossomed into a global phenomenon, a testament to the enduring appeal of comic books and the broader realm of pop culture they represent. These are not merely trade shows or marketplaces. Comic book conventions are vibrant gatherings, a celebration of creativity and imagination. They've become a cornerstone of pop culture, fostering a sense of community among fans from all walks of life. From the United States to the farthest reaches of the globe, these conventions are a testament to the universal appeal of stories told through sequential art. So, what is it about these gatherings that captures the hearts and minds of millions across the globe? Let's dive into the fascinating history of these conventions. Comic book conventions didn't just spring up overnight. The vibrant world of comic book conventions, teeming with color, creativity, and camaraderie, has a rich and fascinating history. This story begins more than half a century ago, in the swinging 60s. The United States was on the cusp of a cultural revolution, and comic books were no exception. The first official comic book convention, known as the Comic-Con, took place in none other than New York City in the year 1964. It was a small, intimate gathering of a few dozen comic book enthusiasts, a far cry from the sprawling conventions of today. But it was a start, a spark that would ignite the comic convention movement. This inaugural event was organized by a group of teenagers, led by a young man named Bubnis. Bubnis and his friends were pioneers, their passion for comics driving them to create a space where like-minded individuals could come together, share their love for these illustrated stories, and celebrate their favorite creators. As the 60s turned into the 70s, comic book conventions began to sprout up across the country, from the skyscrapers of Manhattan to the sunny shores of San Diego. These early conventions were grassroots efforts, often organized by fans and for fans. They were not yet the commercial juggernauts we know today, but they laid the foundation for what was to come. Throughout the 70s and 80s, comic book conventions continued to grow in size and scope. They began to attract notable comic book writers and artists, celebrities from the world of television and film, and more attendees. Each convention was a milestone, a testament to the growing popularity and cultural significance of comic books. These conventions also played a pivotal role in shaping the comic book industry itself. They provided a platform for independent creators, fostered a sense of community among fans, and helped to elevate comic books from disposable entertainment to a respected art form. From humble beginnings, comic conventions began to gain momentum. The dawn of comic book conventions was a time of excitement, innovation, and change. And it was only the beginning. As comic book popularity grew, so did the conventions. The early gatherings of comic enthusiasts began to evolve into grand spectacles, bursting with color, creativity, and camaraderie. Over the years, these conventions have grown exponentially, becoming a pivotal part of the comic book culture and beyond. One of the most charming additions to these conventions is cosplaying. This is where fans dress up as their favorite characters, adding a vibrant and theatrical element to the convention floor. It's not just about donning the costumes, it's about embodying the spirit of the characters, making the fantasy world of comics come alive. Then came the introduction of panels. These are platforms where comic book creators, writers, artists, and even actors come together to discuss their work, share insights, and answer fans' burning questions. Through these panels, conventions became not just a marketplace for comic books, but a hub for dialogue and exchange of ideas. In addition, exclusive merchandise became a huge draw for these events. Limited edition comics, action figures, posters, and more, specifically released at these conventions, turned them into a treasure hunt for collectors and fans alike. But the evolution didn't stop there. As the comic book universe expanded, so did the scope of these conventions. They began to encompass other elements of pop culture. Films, TV shows, video games, and more started to stake their claim in these conventions. This expansion allowed for a broader audience, attracting fans from all corners of the pop culture world. Today, you'll find a comic convention is more than just a gathering of comic book lovers. It's a celebration of creativity, a testament to the power of storytelling, and a tribute to the characters and tales that have shaped our culture. From humble beginnings, as small gatherings of comic book enthusiasts, these conventions have evolved into grand, multifaceted events, uniting fans from across the globe. They have become a melting pot of pop culture, where the lines between reality and fantasy blur. Comic conventions had transformed into a pop culture phenomenon. The influence of these conventions extends far beyond the comic book world. This statement rings true when we delve into the economic and cultural impact of comic book conventions. A comic convention is a vibrant, dynamic marketplace. When a city hosts one of these events, droves of visitors descend upon it, filling hotels, dining at local restaurants, and shopping at local businesses. This influx of visitors injects a significant boost into the local economy. For instance, the annual San Diego Comic-Con, one of the largest conventions of its kind, is estimated to generate an impressive $148 million for the local economy. But the impact isn't just economic. These conventions have also become an essential platform for artists and writers. Here, they can showcase their work, network with industry professionals, and engage with their fans. This exposure can be instrumental in launching careers and fostering new creative partnerships. Moreover, comic book conventions have a crucial role in breaking down barriers and promoting diversity. These events bring together individuals from all walks of life, united by their shared love for comic culture. The convention floor is a melting pot of ideas and perspectives, where creators of different genders, ethnicities, and backgrounds can share their narratives and artistry. In recent years, conventions have also made strides towards inclusivity, with panels and events dedicated to highlighting the works of marginalized creators. This commitment to diversity not only enriches the comic book world, but also reflects a broader societal shift towards acceptance and representation. These conventions are also a space for dialogue and education, where fans can participate in discussions about social issues as depicted in comic books. Topics like mental health, racism, and gender equality often find their way into these conversations, further highlighting the cultural significance of these conventions. In conclusion, comic book conventions are far more than just a gathering of fans. They are economic powerhouses, platforms for creativity, catalysts for diversity, and forums for societal discourse. They are a testament to the profound impact that the comic book world can have on society at large. These conventions are more than just a gathering of fans. They are a celebration of art, culture, and community. Today, comic book conventions are a spectacle to behold. They've grown into large-scale, multi-day events that pull in thousands of attendees from around the globe. Modern conventions are not just about comic books anymore. They've expanded to include all aspects of pop culture, from movies and television to video games and beyond. One of the most prominent examples of this is Comic-Con International, an annual event that transforms the city of San Diego into a mecca for all things geek. It's a place where fans can immerse themselves in their favorite fictional universes, rub shoulders with their favorite celebrities, and even get a sneak peek at the latest blockbuster films and television shows. But it's not just about the big names and the flashy premieres. Modern comic book conventions also offer a wealth of activities for attendees to enjoy. You can participate in workshops led by industry professionals, where you can learn everything from how to draw your favorite superheroes to the ins and outs of writing a gripping graphic novel. There are also cosplay contests, where fans can show off their creativity and craftsmanship by dressing up as their favorite characters. And let's not forget about the Artist Alley, a place where you can meet and support independent creators, buy unique artwork, and even commission a piece of your own. For collectors, comic book conventions are like treasure hunts. You can find rare and vintage comics, exclusive merchandise, and collectibles that you won't find anywhere else. And if you're lucky, you might even score an autograph or a photo with your favorite comic book artist or celebrity. In essence, Modern comic book conventions are a celebration of creativity, imagination, and passion. They're a place where fans can connect with each other, share their love for their favorite stories and characters, and even discover new ones. They're not just events, they're experiences, ones that leave attendees with memories that last a lifetime. Comic book conventions have truly become a celebration of all things pop culture. So, what makes comic book conventions so special? Well, as we've discussed, these events have a rich history that dates back to the mid-20th century. They've evolved from small, intimate gatherings of comic book enthusiasts to grand international spectacles that celebrate all forms of pop culture. Comic book conventions are a place where fans, creators, and industry professionals can connect on a personal level, fostering a sense of community that's unique to this sphere. They've also had a significant impact on the wider entertainment industry, influencing trends in film, television, and beyond. But more than that, these conventions are a celebration of storytelling in its most vibrant visual form. They're a testament to the enduring appeal of imaginative narratives and the power of shared passion. Comic book conventions are not just events, they're experiences. They're a world of their own, waiting for you to step in and explore.